And today I have with me two women that are in one of the women's small groups that we have that just recently started meeting, Lauren Salmonen and Amanda Alton. And really our story starts a couple months ago in January. Lauren's friend Becky started attending St. John, and she was looking for a church where she could become more intentional about her relationship with Jesus and with her faith. And she immediately invited Lauren to come. And so Lauren, that was about April?
Yeah, so Becky and I have been best friends since we were about 7 years old. Like Becky, I was looking for a place that I could go and that I actually wanted to be at, and I wasn't just going through the motions. So the first Sunday that I was here was Easter Sunday, and I remember thinking it was the first Sunday in a long time that I had chills from the message.
And so it was right around the same time that, Amanda, you felt God working in your life, stirring things happening.
Yes, I found my faith in April and quickly reached out to Lauren because she was someone in my life who I also knew was a strong Christian and would give me some direction. And she told me about St. John, and here I am.
And ultimately that led to your being baptized here at St. John. Shortly after that, you came to Getting Started.
I came to Getting Started to learn more about the church community and the opportunities that are offered within the church to deepen my faith and learn more. I've been reading a lot independently and coming to church on Sunday, but I wanted more in between. And the idea of mentorship was introduced in Getting Started, and that sounded really appealing to me. And we had already had a blooming friendship, so it seemed like a natural fit that you would become my mentor.
And shortly after that, we started talking about, you knew other women, and they had, they heard your story and they knew what was going on, and they expressed like, this is something that they wanted too.
Right.
And so we went from just being mentor-mentee to really having a group.
Correct. So we started a group of, what were we, 3 or 4 in the beginning, and that has quickly spread through various routes and sometimes more than one person. So now we've expanded to 9 women in our group.
Amanda, you talked about one of the things that you and some of the other women in the group have been intentionally studying out in public, in other ways where you can start those conversations.
Correct. And I think it's uncomfortable for a lot of people sometimes to talk about their faith and to talk about Jesus. But it's so important to do so because you never know who's going to be listening and the impact that that's going to have on their lives. So, for example, we were doing our homework for Bible study one day at Starbucks, just sitting outside in a place where we know we're going to see a lot of people walking by that we know, and one of the ladies stopped at our table and said, "Oh, what are you girls doing? You doing homework?" And we said, "Yeah, we're doing our homework for Bible study tonight." And she said, "Bible study," and pulled up a chair and sat down, wanted to know more about it. And then a week later, she joined our group.
The one thing that I would like to know from both of you is what has happened as a result of our meeting?
So it's just, I feel good after I'm there. I feel, filled with the Holy Spirit. And it makes me also want to live outwardly. And it's encouraging to me to be more open about my faith, I think, than I had been previously.
How about you, Amanda?
Yeah, I agree. It gives me the courage and the reassurance that it is really positive to be open about my faith. Through these relationships with women, it is strengthening my relationship with God, and I feel like we are glorifying that relationship through each other, which is, it's really impactful. And I know that the other women feel the same way. I think I can speak for them when I say that our coming closer to each other brings us closer to Christ. And then the benefits just pour in and speak for themselves. Our group of 9 women and their families have experienced life change through intentional relationships.